What's up? What's up, everybody? This is Jay. I have to always double check, make sure everything working right. Welcome to another week, JMO Show. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. A couple topics that's really deep, may be sensitive to some, but I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it because it's been brought up in the news and it's pretty important. Also, talk a little bit about some shows. What's up with these Real Housewives, man? You know I don't like me no damn Kenya Moore. That is one miserable, despicable person, man. She remind me of somebody that I know, actually, and she the type of person that act like she does no wrong and everybody else is at fault, and says one thing, oh, that's high school, I'm not gonna do it, but then the very next word she say is perpetuating the same stuff she's supposed to be against, and was just really, really messed up. Anyway, little Nas X, I always had my antennas up on this dude. And just the whole music industry and things have gone downhill, and society, I think, is a little bit as well. And not just music, movies, politics, just people. Man, people are something else. People are something else, okay? And the only thing you could do as an individual is know who you are and know what you're about. Be careful and aware of who you watch, what you watch, who you listen to, what you listen to, what are you actually voting for and supporting, because you may think it's one thing and you have no idea that these people are supporting something else and are using you to further their agenda or to make them feel better or to support their cause, but you have no idea what you're doing. Example is when my son was younger and he would be rapping and saying stuff, and I say, do you even know what that means? Nope. I say, look, don't go around rapping and saying lyrics and you don't know what they're saying. Now, he was younger then, but you rapping all this, that, and the other, they talking about using drugs or killing somebody or doing this or that, and you sitting around rapping it and you have no idea what the heck you're saying, and you're over here saying this stuff, putting it into your mind, into existence, and liking something that you have no idea what it is you're doing. Same thing with people in politics, voting people that don't give a damn about you. Not to say that there's many that do, but supporting a person is definitely the wrong thing to do. You support agendas and things. Some agendas got some, whoo, it's deep. You're talking about deep, 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 deep undercover. That's Beverly Hills Cop 2, in case y'all didn't know. Anyway, what's up, Sheena? How you doing? What's up, Support Gaming? Hey, what's up? What's up, Ill Woods? What's going on, man? How you doing? Sally Ann, hey, how you doing? Appreciate y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. First, I'm gonna talk about is Lil Nas X. So this young man came out not too long ago with the song Old Town Road. Take my horse to the Old Town Road. Everybody was singing it and dancing along with it. He was wearing his pink cowboy suit and everything. Came out and said he was gay, this, that, and the other. He's been a little somewhat controversial. But the thing about being gay nowadays is not the same as even 10, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Not to say that people still don't have issues, but it's not the same as where people couldn't work or couldn't, do a lot of things that other people can, or they couldn't live certain places, or just a lot of things that was unfortunate. For the most part, you can live your life and mind your own business. And I mean, nobody can stop anybody from ridiculing you and things. That's just part of life. It's not a crime. People could talk about people for being fat. People talk about people for being skinny. People talk about you for being rich, for being poor, for being black, for being white. But the difference is when you're being discriminated upon is the problem. If I'm trying to prevent you from doing something because you're gay or black or white, or I won't rent you something because you fat. You too big. You no, you can't come to buffet. Then that's a problem. But those type of issues are not the same. And if they do happen, you know, they should be addressed. Once everybody went through this time period of anti-bullying, don't say a bad word, now everybody is offended on everything that somebody else does. And it's just, that's where the woke and the cancel culture and all of this stuff is happening. So then people start to support different things, this, that, and the other. And then when things come out, then they all shocked and wondering, oh, no, I didn't know this. And you shouldn't blindly support anybody for no reason. Like, I didn't support Obama because he was black. I didn't give a damn what color he was. What are your policies? We're not going to hang out. We ain't friends. And even if we was, I wouldn't give a damn if he was black or white or Hispanic or whatever. Like, people just do the damnedest things sometimes. You know, it's not that I wanted to have Biden in over Trump because I think, you know, oh, he's a better person or this, that, or the other. Whether he is or not, I could care less. It's about your policies. And, you know, I wish we didn't have to vote for a person. We could just vote for these policies and lead the people out of it. Anyway, Lil Nas X has gotten with this group and they have made a Satan shoe. They took a limited edition pair of Nike Air Max. They're going to make 666 pairs, 666, of this shoe. It's going to have the verse Luke 10:18 on it, because that's where it says that they saw Satan fall from heaven like a lightning bolt from the sky. And it's full of more symbolism than you can imagine, including it's made with a drop of human blood. This is real. This picture, a lot of people wonder, oh, well, Illuminati or this or that or whatever, that's a conspiracy theory. When people are actually doing things, it's not a theory. It is what it is. It's not it's not something made up. This symbolism. How many times have you seen people covering up one eye? Here it is again. He's covering up the one eye with the shoe. And if you all, that's part of the reason why they have people not wanting to read the Bible, not wanting to believe the Bible, this, that, and the other. You don't see people making fun of, the Quran or Islam, or you don't see people making fun or mocking, the Torah. But it's always something people are mocking and making fun of Jesus or the Bible. Whether you want to believe it or not, this is what's happening. Why do they do it? It's got to be some reason. The Church of Satan is real. That's not a conspiracy theory. If you want, you can actually join. Just make sure you know what you're joining and what you're doing. And he's covering up because it's also said that the right eye was damaged. I ain't going to get too much deep into that right now. But anyway, you like that buffet? Let me just read it for you guys, okay? Big Ben, thanks, brother, for your support, man. Hey, he did sell out. And also, my girl Whitney, this is something that my son said, and I had to clarify. Nike has no part in this. Anyone can buy Nike shoes and write and do whatever it is you want to do to them and resell them. People resell the shoes on eBay without doing nothing to them all the time. It's other people that I follow on Instagram that actually can paint the shoes. It looked like actually they like cartoons. I almost bought a pair. I'm still going to buy a pair. I just haven't done it yet because he wanted a little bit more than I want to pay right now. But you can get custom made Nikes all the time. This is not a Nike approved, venture. So, and as you say, right in plain sight, I mean, the pyramid with the eye, one eye, is on the back of the dollar bill. It's on the back of the dollar bill. So, and yeah, that's the thing, it ain't about that. It's about do what you're supposed to do. And so let me go ahead and read this because a lot of people don't understand what these rappers like Lil Uzi Vert. If you say Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Uzi Vert, Lucy Vert, Lucy Vert, Lucifer. Like a lot of people don't know, Lil Uzi Vert openly said that he worshiped and believed in Marilyn Manson like his daddy, and Marilyn Manson's a member of the Church of Satan, and he said he'd do this and that. And I mean, this is stuff that kids are listening to and believing in. And when the parents don't know the Bible or know nothing about God, that schools took the Bible and God out of schools, where they're going to be misled and fall for anything. Teach people you only live once, do what you want to do, YOLO. That's all a Satan philosophy from Aleister Crowley. Do as thou wilt. Jay-Z, one of the reasons I stopped listening to him is because he supports a lot of these things. He even has a song called Lucifer. He has a song called The Evils. That was on his first album. I mean, he has a song called Lucifer, Son of the Morning. I mean, it's all kind of stuff that they say and do. He called himself Jehovah. That's blasphemous. Jay-Z was one of the favorite rappers of my time. I used to listen to him. I bought all his CDs when they came out. I didn't throw them away, but I don't listen to him no more. Once I was aware of what was going on, I stopped trying to listen to some of that stuff. And so, and the 27 Club, for those who don't know, is how all these famous musicians and artists die at the age of 27. It's a long list. You can look into that. You'd be surprised how many people died at the age of 27. It's something that's crazy. Now, Nike didn't do that. Not to say Nike is, the greatest. They got a lot of issues, but this is not one of their collaborations. Okay. That is not one of his collaborations. So let me go ahead and pull that up, and I'll read you the story. All right. Hold up. Let me get this off the screen first. Enough of that. All right. So let's bring on up the story, and I'll read it. And then it's a little deeper than this story about this, too. It gets a little more weirder because his video that he had is really something else. Of course, I didn't see the video, didn't know anything about it until I saw this story. And then I read about his latest video where he's giving Satan a lap dance in the video. And just before I get into it, if you know about the Church of Satan and things like that, everything that is set in the Bible, they want reversed. So if marriage is between a man and a woman, well, marriage could be between woman and woman and man and man. If you're only supposed to be with one woman, then be with as many women as you want. If you're not supposed to kill, well, you know, hey, if this, that, and the other happens, you know, whatever. And it's all kind of different things that is justified. And it just really gets weird. It really gets deep. So you have to check into that, look into that. But anyway, Lil Nas X is firing back after he took heat over his exclusive Satan shoe that contains drops of human blood. He announced his collaboration with Mischief. That's basically who this is partnered with, Mischief. A pair of shoes that contain real human blood. Many internet observers seem shocked by the Satan shoes, and they are saying they're going to boycott the rapper entirely. They announced 666 individually numbered pairs, and they'll be available March 29th. 666. Which, by the way, is the same price the first Apple computer was sold for. And if you look, the Apple symbol is an apple with a bite taken out of it. What was the forbidden fruit in the Garden of Eden? Okay. Lil Nas X broke the internet on Friday after his video for Montero, Call Me By Your Name, dropped, using what some see as a religious imagery to describe a queer angel's fall from heaven. Why is this necessary? Okay, you're gay. You announced it. Nobody cared. Move on. Why did you need to tell anybody anyway? I mean, it's not important. If a man say he want to be with 3, 4, 5 women at a time, with who cares? That's their personal private business. I don't see why people need to announce or it's anybody's business. Only people should know your sexual preference or identity is your friends and family. It's not anybody else's business what you do. That's your private business. Anyway, days later, Mischief announced a collaboration with the rapper for their Satan shoes that contains a drop of human blood. The culture and streetwear publication Saint, they tweeted pictures and details about the shoes on March 26, saying each of the individually numbered 666 pairs of modified Air Max 97s will contain 60 cc ink and 1 drop of human blood. Each pair will sell for $1,018 as a nod to the Bible verse printed on the side of the shoes, Luke 10:18. So he told them, I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven. And that just goes to show that businesses and companies put a lot of thought and time and energy into stuff that you see and do. Music, movies, clothing, politics. Like, people spend a lot of time researching and putting into, thought what they want to do. This stuff is not by mistake. Okay. Lil Nas X retweeted the promotion, much to the surprise of fans, and it got a mixed bag of emotion from fans, with the Church of Satan even asking for a pair. Many fans were shocked by his controversial decision to include human blood in the shoe, saying they will boycott Lil Nas X over the decision. Okay. A lot of people want to know whose blood it was. Later in the article, they say that Mischief, the company, confirmed that it was a real drop of blood from 6 members of the company's team. 6 members. Okay. So he later made an apology after people were saying they were going to cancel him. Now they messing with his money. So he wants to apologize. But do you think that would change his mind? And also, does he need to change his mind? I think that's his soul. That's his business. I don't want nobody to apologize for anything that they don't mean. And, keep doing what you want to do. And whoever listens to that, if they choose not to, that's their right too. Just like it's his right to listen and do and support what he wanted to do. I'd rather you be honest and say what you want to say than lie and say you sorry or you don't do this when you still do. You just want people to spend money and support you. So I wouldn't believe in cancel culture with this, but if you don't want to listen to that music anymore or support it, that's fine. That's not calling for somebody to be canceled. As a consumer, which means anything you buy, you consume, you have the right to pay for or watch or do whatever it is you want to do. You know, if you something you don't like about me and you decide you don't want to watch, that is your choice. Trying to boycott or cancel or do one thing like that, that's another step. We are in America where people do have the right to believe and worship and do whatever it is they want to do, whether it is what we would think or agree with as being right or wrong. But I think people should really, really know what's going on and what somebody else is doing. And, I think that, people need to really wake up. When people talk about woke, they woke to the wrong stuff. They really are. They woke to the wrong stuff and they're using the actions for the wrong issues, I believe. Now, harassment and things like that is one thing, but, because you said something that I don't agree with, now we're going to do this or that. That's another. You say 60 cc's of ink is a lot. I wonder if the entire bottom of the shoe will be the vessel for it. So I didn't see this video, but from the images that I saw, this video looks really, really creepy. Really creepy. I don't want to see it. But if you have somebody dressed as Satan and you're giving them a lap dance, that's not for me. And, I believe another NBA player, former NBA player, Nick Young, chimed in on it because he said he was going to boycott Nike, but didn't realize that Nike doesn't have anything to do with this. But I needed some water on that one. So this is all that I've seen from the video, which is more than enough. You blowing kisses and whispering sweet nothings in the ear. Why? That's just that's not for me. Now I wasn't listening to all his music and things before. I only heard that one song that he made that they played every 5 seconds everywhere you could go. But yeah, the love of money and fame is a dangerous, dangerous game. You can find yourself doing a lot of things and participating in things that if it wasn't for those two things, you probably wouldn't do. Now, some people turn to this stuff because they feel hurt or they feel conflicted and they feel that maybe since this one side doesn't care or love me or support what I want to do, then I'm going to go to this side, forget them. That's an imaginary book or that's an imaginary person or whatever. But if you believe in this side, then it's only part of the story. That means the other side of the story got to be real too, right? I don't know. So I think that I think people need to be careful. It's true. We only have record of one person really coming back after death and walking and telling what it's like and what to expect, at least that I know of, and that's of Jesus. I haven't heard of any other person that supposedly was actually real. And I'm just saying this for clarity. I can't say I wasn't there, so it all becomes part of faith. But I didn't hear that Buddha came back and told people, what was going on afterwards, or was Buddha real? What about Muhammad? Did he come back? I heard that he got taken straight to heaven without death, supposedly. But he didn't come back and say, hey, look, here's the deal. Abraham or, Moses, they didn't come back. So, I don't know. I just think that, people should be more careful. And as you got kids as a parent, you can't tell your kids what to listen to or what not to. But what you can do is you educate your kids on different things so that when those things come up, maybe they don't want to hear it. Or maybe if they do hear it, they aren't fooled by things or easily led astray. Or when different things are put up in news or media or politics, maybe they have a better understanding of it. That's the best thing. And, my son, he's going to listen to the music he's going to listen to. He's going to watch what he's going to watch. I can't sit there and monitor every little thing he does. And the older he gets, that would make a problem in itself there. So what I did while he was young and growing up is try to educate him on as much as I could and prepare him so that as he got older, he could have a better understanding of things and hopefully make better choices in life than some of the things I did. And then also be prepared for things in life that maybe I wasn't prepared for. And then also, we all pass down things we learned from whoever raised us, whoever that may be. So, with that being said, you got to keep your head on the swivel these days, everybody, because there's a lot of stuff coming at you fast. Another thing I'll talk about real quick is Michael Rainey Jr. We all know him as Tariq from Power. Another thing that scared me is the way things are going now with police and everything. My son about to be driving. Some people, like even the other day, Slim came on the show. I appreciate you, Slim, for coming on. But you actually said I'm famous. I'm not famous. Don't nobody know who I am. And even if I had even more this or that, that doesn't mean everybody would still know who you are. It's very few people who are universally recognized. It's very few. And we would all think that, Michael Rainey is famous and recognizable. And to a certain extent, he is. But everybody doesn't watch Power. Do you know, I talk to a lot of people and I ask them, do you watch Power? 90% of them have never seen that show. They don't know who Omari Hardwick is or Michael Rainey. They don't know these people. Okay, and it's not like I'm only asking white people. I ask a lot of young black people too. They didn't see this show. They do not know. Okay, I ask them if they seen The Chi. I ask them if they seen Empire. You'd be surprised how many people have not seen stuff, that do not know who people are. It is a lot. It's a lot. Okay, everybody doesn't see the same stuff. Just like if I ask you all who some country star is. Maybe a lot of you guys don't know who that country star is, but somebody else would be like, what? They did this, they did that, they sold millions of this or that. They was in this movie or that movie. But you wouldn't know because you don't watch that stuff. And that's the difference. So, with that being said, Michael Rainey got pulled over at a traffic stop in a nice car and everything by a cop who actually was a black cop. And like I told my son, as soon as you get pulled over, get your ID and stuff out. I mean, you know that's what they're going to ask you. Whenever I used to get pulled over, first thing I would do was get my ID and stuff out. And when they walk up to the car, I'd hand it to them. I mean, that's the first thing they're going to ask for anyway, right? What do you think they're going to say? Hey, man, how you doing? What's good? Hey, what you up to, man? You know what they about to ask you for. So in this video, he fumbling around trying to find his ID. Not to say that's a good excuse, but at the same time, you need to understand that police are regular people too. They make mistakes. They are scared too. They be scared. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. I think if you're a scared person or a worrisome person, you shouldn't apply for these type of jobs. Dangerous jobs, high stress jobs. But they do. They got families. They want to go home every night and be safe. And when they walk up to a car and they see a person of color, they get worried. They get scared. They put their hand on their gun. And so, you know, Michael Rainey, who's 20 years old, if a cop pulls him over, he looked like a little young dope boy. He looked like a Tariq wannabe. Young, driving a nice luxurious car, gold chains. You got a Jamaican dude in the car with you talking. It's called profiling, stereotyping, which is not always accurate, but it does go with that job. And while it's only a 9-second video of what happened, as soon as the cop realized he was on video, he took his hand off his gun. Now, he's going around looking for his ID, and of course, the cop is going to be worried. I'm going to pull this up so you all can see. Take a look at this video.
Just give me the license. Can you take the hand out your car? Just give me the license.
See how his hand is on the gun, but when he see being filmed, he filmed right now. Now he took his hand off.
Just give me the license. Can you take the hand out your car? Just give me the license.
So he's saying, just give me the license. One thing as an officer you got to understand is he don't know if you about to pull out a gun and shoot him and pull off. So you got to be ready. You can't be caught slipping sometimes. But at the same time, you got to, it's just a difficult job. And pulling people over in traffic stops is almost not even worth it for a cop. I know that's how they get a lot of their busts, by just happening to do that and then finding stuff. But is that really how you're supposed to do the law? You're supposed to have probable cause. So if you don't have probable cause because I didn't stop at a light or something, now you put yourself in a possible shootout, or you may possibly murder someone because of this. I mean, it's just really, it's really something else out here. And like I was telling my son, between the ages of 16 to probably 22, I probably had been pulled over about 35, 40 times. Easy. At least 30 times. At least. And I used to be able to get, as soon as I get pulled over, I get my license and registration, and I'd open the door and get out the car and stand by my car. And then they would start telling me, get back in the car. After like a few times, I would have to start getting back in the car. So then, because my car always had tinted windows and stuff, I would start to roll all my windows down so that they wouldn't be scared. Because a couple times they would walk up to my car with their guns out because they didn't know who was in the back seat, what was going on, this, that, and the other. And so I started rolling all my windows down so they wouldn't be scared and worried. Now, despite all of this, I have had some issues. Police have stolen stuff from me. Damn near pulled my pants down and stuff, all kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, I didn't start trying to get mad, scream, yell, this and that, because I knew in the end, they could take me to jail, they could shoot me, they could beat me up, and then I'm going to be trying to come after the fact of everything that's happened, trying to get retribution. Whereas I'd rather just let it go, not get beat up, not go to jail, not get shot, and then go on about my way. It's crazy. It's unfortunate. And yeah, every show is not that popular. Even if you're in the NBA, different things. We've seen certain things happen to different people, or athletes, actors. I mean, and these are supposedly recognizable faces. So, you know, and yeah, it's unfortunate. It's a scary job, which is why you need to have a certain temperament to do this job. And if you really don't have that, you shouldn't do this type of work. I mean, I understand you have a family, you want to protect it. I have police officers that were in my family. They retired now, or one of them has passed, or whatever the case. But they were Chicago police. They had to deal with a lot of stuff. And it's not easy. But you have to be careful. I mean, this is a crazy job. I'm not one to say we don't need police, because I do believe we do need police. I mean, if you have a problem, where are you going to go? Everybody here going to go solve it themselves. They're going to go shooting people and arresting people and making people do what they need to do. If somebody breaks the law or comes and robs you or breaks into your home, where you going to handle it like the Wild West? I don't want to do that. I don't want to live in a society like that. I would like for the police system to work better. But, you know, and it's unfortunate because people of color have been wronged by the police so much that when somebody else is doing wrong, we want them to die or feel the same problems that we have felt, which is messed up. How about if they are able to get him alive, why they can't take people that are unarmed alive? But I do have videos and things where, you know, people are actually rooting for the police to shoot and kill them, kill somebody else, because it happens to us so much, which then helps society break down because we lose empathy for one another. We don't see that, hey, this is the problem. If you're able to do this for them, why you can't do it for the other? Like, we need one set of laws for everyone. Like, justice is supposed to be blind, right? So we see that justice is not exactly blind. And she actually got one eye. She more like this. Take a peek. Then she see who's there, and then she closed them eyes back up. And that's unfortunate. Yeah, so are you talking about in Atlanta? I believe. Well, no. I miss what you're saying about this, but you say one of the people he killed was a cop. The cops have a relatability complex. They feel they can relate to them because they look alike or have the same skin tone. I don't know about the relatability, but they don't have the same fear, maybe. Not to say you're not right or wrong, but I don't think they feel the same threat level either. And just like the person in Atlanta that did what he did with the massage parlors, they talking about, well, he had a really bad day. What? A really bad day. But he was taken alive. But George Floyd, who was having a bad day and was spending $20 that turned out to be counterfeit, he received the death penalty for that. Or Eric Gardner, who was selling loose cigarettes, received the death penalty for that. You know, and that's the thing, man. People, we need to, you know, be able to get people more accountable. And if police had to, you know, take accountability for if they killed a person that was unarmed and then they would be going to jail or something, they would probably do their job a little differently. But since they don't have to do that, it makes it a little different. If I was drunk and I was driving, if I came to work at UPS drunk and I was driving semi trucks and I did something wrong and got in trouble, they would hold me accountable. You know, if I accidentally crashed and I wasn't intoxicated, they would take me and do all kind of tests and hold me accountable. You know, it's certain jobs where they can't say the one bad apple spoiled a bunch. You can't have bad apples. How many bad apples are pilots? That, you know what I'm saying? What you get on an airplane and that pilot crash, where they gonna say, well, he was just a bad apple. He was just a bad apple. Don't blame the bad apple. He didn't spoil the bunch. You can't do that, because that puts the whole industry in trouble. That puts the whole industry in trouble. How many of you all would feel comfortable flying if you knew every now and then it might be a bad apple if flying that plane? I mean, you'd be like, well, that's okay. I mean, it's a stressful job. He got a lot to do. I mean, he's not perfect. No. You need to do your job perfect. Period. How many of y'all will go to the doctor for surgery and they forget to do something and leave their gloves inside of you, or leave they scalpel and sew you up and leave it inside of you and forgot and you got an infection? Oh, I'm sorry. He was a bad apple. It's a bad apple. It's all right. It's okay. You just got a little infection. What's wrong with that? You exaggerated. You taking it too far. Okay? You can't blame all doctors. He was one bad apple. No. Hell no. You can't have bad apples. Of course we do, but we try to hold them accountable. Now, doctors have some almost similar to what police have, whereas they got, you know, a way where they can mess up and not get in trouble for it the way they should. But doctors try a little bit more not to make those mistakes. Whereas police, not to say they don't care and they all haphazardly just doing whatever. I'm not trying to say that. But their reaction time and decision time and window is so small that making these mistakes is just too costly. Too costly. Exactly. So CJ make a point. He was in the military. What's up, CJ? Glad to have you back, brother. Everybody getting along. Okay. Hey, we all just get along. He was in the military. He say try deploying an aircraft carrier with 6,000 people on board, and you got a bad apple. You think they allow a bad apple to command that ship? lose 6,000 souls. Imagine all the training that they have taken and how many hours it takes for a person to be trained in something. Just like what people don't take into account, if you kill a 17 or 18-year-old person, you know how much information and knowledge that person has received from their parents for over the course of 18 years. Birthdays, love, support, school, education, conversations, just wiped out just like that. Just like that. That's devastating. You know, the margin of error is way higher. It's different if I'm a bad apple on YouTube. Well, that ain't really that big of a difference. Versus I'm in control of people's lives and things. It's just messed up. When you say foreign objects ain't bad, I'd rather have that than a bad surgeon that kills people just for performing a basic lap chole. Okay. I don't know what the lap chole is. I guess maybe what, lap band or something. But yeah, the reason I say a foreign object is I just saw something recent where this woman was sick and having all these things going on, and come to find out months later, because her doctor kept blowing it off as that's just normal side effects. Come to find out, he done left all kind of stuff inside of her and sold her up. Like, that would piss me off. If she didn't do nothing soon, she would have died. But I get it. And for those who don't know, Whitney, that's my girl. She a nurse. So she got a little more info on that than some people. So anyway. Anyway, Stony Rock, you say a surgeon doesn't have the luxury of hesitation when one split second could be the difference in life and death. Exactly. Exactly. CJ, you say you Puerto Rican. You don't live my life comparing which race gets and doesn't get certain things. That's true. And I don't think most people do, actually. Like, I never met a black person that said, man, white people get this or that, man. That ain't fair. I ain't doing my homework no more. They had got to go to a better school, or, you know, man, they got better home opportunities, man. You know what? I ain't cleaning my house no more. Or I ain't doing this or that because white people don't do it. I don't pay my bills because white people, they got better credit than me anyway. So what's the point? Like, that's ridiculous. But when it comes to maybe I can't get this place to live, I'm being, you know, discriminated against, or the police are killing unarmed people, this, that, and the other, that's a little different. But I understand what you're saying. I get it. You say that's why you got to get a second opinion. That's true, which I got a problem with, is the healthcare. How do you know to find these doctors and stuff? I was just talking with my mom about that. I don't want to get off subject too much, but damn, man, this whole healthcare system drive me crazy. And if you all could do one thing, I know don't nobody listen to me or whatever, ain't gonna be like, hey, I'm about to do this, Jay said this or that. I understand. But if it's one thing that I will tell you that I have learned, is there's nothing more valuable than your health. It really isn't. You could lose a job. You could find another job. You could do this or that. And no, it may not be easy. It may not. But imagine if your health was bad, how much harder life is, period. You know, think about Steve Jobs, multi-billionaire. His health was failing. It was nothing he could do. He's gone. He's gone. There's nothing more valuable than your health or your time. Nobody can give that back to you. You don't want to lose it. You want to take care of your health, and you know, you gotta be careful, man. It's really, really hard out here, and to have great health again is nothing that I wouldn't personally give up or do to have great health again. I mean, what? I'm gonna say I'm gonna keep a TV, I'm gonna keep this house, or I'm gonna keep a certain amount of money. Like, without good health, none of the stuff is enjoyable the same. It's just not. So, you know, you can figure out things a lot easier if you got good health. And even the bad times are not as bad as it can be when your health is not in order. And that's to say the least. So all right, now I'm gonna go on to the next thing, which is also a little trippy. Marcus Houston. Okay. Some of y'all may be familiar with him or not. He was in what? Immature, and he was with B2K, I think, or he was friends with them or related or whatever. I don't know. I didn't listen to them. I'm a little older than them, but I didn't listen to boy bands too much. Although I did listen to, was it the boy ABC? I did listen to ABC a couple times with that Aisha. Where Aisha go? Anyway, this dude just got married to a 19-year-old, and he's 39, about to be 40. And they talking about how beautiful she looks with makeup on and a white top. She's a kid, 19. 20-year difference is not that big of a difference if you're 30 and I'm 50. We're both grown. A 30-year-old woman is grown. Yeah, if I'm 50, yeah, I'm 20 years older, but she's 30. She's been around a while. She's a grown-ass woman at 30. 19, they can't even go to the club. They can't even go to the bar. She can't even order a drink at Dave & Buster's. Okay? If I was her father, I would have an issue with that. I would. If my son at 19 got with a 39, 40-year-old woman, I would have an issue with that. I would. And y'all let me know. Would you all let your 19-year-old date a 39, 40-year-old? Here's the pictures. I don't care if they look like a cute couple or he looks close to her age or not. He's not. I got somebody I know that was all happy and talking about how he got a 22-year-old or something that just got out of college, and he's saying this and that. You're 40. You're 40. I had to be careful because I didn't want to hurt his feelings and stuff and different things, but you're talking about somebody this and that. You're 40. Shouldn't you be past that? Plus, I've talked to some 19-year-olds recently and 22-year-olds. They're dumb. I'm not trying to hate on the youth. Trust me. But what? I mean, other than sex, what do they have in common? What the hell? She never even saw it. She wasn't 20 years ago. He was already in music. She wasn't even born yet. She wasn't even born yet. He was what? In House Party 3? When did House Party 3 come out? House Party 3 came out. When did that come out, man? 94? I said 94. Let's see. Speaking of that, I got the Fam of the Week giveaway. I'm going to do 2 giveaways. I'm going to do a $10 giveaway at the 1 hour mark, and then I'm going to do a $20 giveaway at the end of the show. So we're going to do a raffle. I said 94. What year is it? 94, boy. I remember some of this. But anyway, he was what? In 1994 already having a career. She wasn't even born yet. His career was damn near over with before she was watching stuff. This is him. Ain't that him right there? That's Marcus Houston. And how would he feel? How would his... Y'all let me know, man. I'm about to blow it over here in a second, man. What in the world? So I just think that man, people are trying to make it seem like people can make these decisions or whatever, or people are grown at an earlier age than they are, and kids are making decisions at an earlier age than they should be. And I just think that that's just it's just a little too much. That's just a little too much. Too much. You know, he was 13 and he already had a career going, and now you with somebody 19. Your career was over before they was even born, paying attention at least. And now all of this stuff going on, and you then swooped up robbing the cradle, and R. Kelly go to jail for it though, right? I guess R. Kelly should have married him. R. Kelly should have married him. Now, I'm not saying R. Kelly wasn't wrong. I did see the PP tape when it came out. People was bootlegging it on VHS in Chicago, and I did see it. Okay, I ain't gonna lie. Everybody was saying this is that, and it ain't him, whatever. And on that tape, it was a compilation tape of his greatest hits from the back. No. But only one of the girls on there was young, underage, it looked like to me. And he a damn fool. For one, why you with that little girl? And then why were you kept recording it? Now, at the same time, that young lady, was fast. He was not forcing. He was wrong. It was statutory. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he wasn't wrong, but it is in Chicago a lot of fast ones out there. And Sparkle did know about it and didn't mind until her career didn't go a certain way. And then, decided to, make some other things happen. So, that's messed up. But, yeah. I would need a serious talking to, man. I would need a serious talking to. Why would I be with a 19-year-old? I'm 42 years old. She could be my child. She could be my child. Like, that's crazy. Now, if she was 30 and I was 50, I mean, hey, she's grown. We grown. Like, that's different. Do you all think it's a problem with a 30 and a 50-year-old? Y'all let me know down in the comments. 30 and a 50-year-old. You think that's a problem? But any teenager, period, with a grown person, even if you're 25 and you're with a 19-year-old, like, what are you doing? They are not ready yet. They really not. You better keep them on reserve until they mature like fine wine. You got about another 2 years on the shelf, and then we can talk. What are you doing with a 19? You can't go nowhere. You can't do nothing. All you doing is trying to beat it up. Woo-wee. You say that's your granddaughter's age. For real. Man. My son will be 17 years old March 30th in 2 days. So, hey, if you all want to support and give a little something for my son's birthday, I will appreciate it. You can hit it up at Cash App or on PayPal. The links is in the description or on my homepage. And definitely will give a little something to my son for his birthday. I appreciate it. Anyway, my son's birthday is 17. I mean, he'll be 17. Now, when I had my son, I was 26 years old. So, of course, I could have had a kid at 22, 23, 21, 18, 19. But, that ain't what I was trying to do. Yeah, the young girls are some dumb Doras. You exactly right. Can't go to Dave and Buster's alone. They can't even rent a car. You can't do nothing really. And 38 and a 19-year-old and he 39. And that's crazy. This is really, really a problem. 7 and 14. That is something else. Yeah, he trying to witness something, all right. He tried to get, he gonna need some witnesses. How many? 12 witnesses in the jury box pretty soon. Because what the heck, boy, just out of high school. And she only with him because, of course, he is sugar daddy. He paying for stuff, got access to stuff. She a kid, she don't have nothing. And the guys she would date are still coming up in the world, so they broke. And I get it. Women are attracted to older men. But damn, like I can see 2-3 years, but 20? Oh no. You know, that's too much. Way too much. So I don't know about that one. There's a lot of stuff going on these days. And you know, it's been something. I got some more stuff. Whew. I got some serious stuff over here, so let me not get into that right quick. I'll go into one more thing that's kind of serious, and it's just a little something I'm gonna say. It ain't gonna take that long because it actually affected me. So I'm older, and that means, of course, my parents are older, and I try to talk to them about the vaccination and stuff, and of course they ain't gonna listen to me. But that's fine. Everybody has the right to do whatever they want to do in life. And, you know, I just told them maybe they should wait. And, of course, they didn't. And my dad has gotten 2 shots. So far, so good. He's all right. Still bugging me. My mom wants to get it. Just ain't got it yet. But as soon as they let her know, she gonna rush to go get it. And my mom is up there in age too. And so, you know, I just want to say to anybody else out there that may be experiencing the same thing or trying to talk to their parents or grandparents or loved ones about it, and they chose not to and ignore it, and they getting the vaccines and doing whatever. Hey, you can't, it's only so much you can do. Maybe we are wrong. That's all you can do. Put it to faith, and you know, keep your faith in God. And I don't want anybody to be sick or anything. And I'm not saying, I never said, and you all can always check because it's on video, I never said don't get vaccinated. I never said go get vaccinated either. I said wait and get as much information as you can before you make your decision. Now, some people will say they got as much information as they can and they felt fine with their decision. Well, fine. What can I say? No, you don't know enough. Hey, man, it's your life. And, you know, we all are responsible for our own decisions. I don't want anything to happen to anybody. And if you're getting stressed, don't argue or yell or fall out over any of that stuff with your family or loved ones. You know, because none of us truly know what's going to happen. So if you feel strongly about one way or the other, maybe you feel that they should get vaccinated and they feel they don't want to and they're going to wait. Well, you have to relax, calm down, don't fall out about it. And who knows what time will tell. If you feel they should wait and they don't want to wait and they're in a hurry to do it, you still have to calm down, relax, don't fall out or argue about it. And you have to just, you know, hope for the best, keep your faith. For example, me and my father had a little argument about it because he said he took them and this, that, and the other. And I was telling him, well, why you do that? You should have waited. Take your time. You in a hurry to go and get this. And all you doing is sitting back at home doing the same damn thing you've been doing. It's not like you got to go to work or put yourself in harm's way. Why were you in a hurry? But he said, you know, that's what he wanted to do, whatever. Fine. So then he said, am I going to get it? And I said, no, I'm going to wait and see what happened. Then he get mad at me, talking about, oh, damn, why you ain't doing this? What are you telling you should do? So then he get mad at me for choosing to wait. Crazy, right? So, you know, I mean, at the end of the day, it's not like we ain't going to talk again or we upset like that. Whatever the problem was resolved during that conversation. But everybody relationships aren't that way. So, you know, maybe you got to just take everything with a grain of salt, calm down. Don't end up being upset, not speaking, and then God forbid something happened and then you wish you wasn't that way. At least the things was resolved. So anyway, enough with that. Now my son's birthday is March 30th, so Tuesday. 2 days. In 2 days, he will be 17 years old. I cannot believe that. Wow. Time really, really flies. Really flies. So, yeah. Thanks, Whit. I appreciate you. All right. Let's time for the $10 Cash App giveaway. All right. So, if you wasn't here last week, this is what I'm going to do for the fam of the week. Okay? Countdown. Oh, I forgot I made these videos too. All right, hold on. Hey, fam of the week. All right. So what I'm going to do is pull up. I want you all to start to put in your number. If you don't want to participate, don't put in a number. You pick a number between 0 and 99. This is a chance to win $10 to your Cash App. You could either choose to roll it over into the pot for next week, or you could keep it, or you could give it to somebody else in the chat. Okay? It's $10. It's not going to break the bank. It's not nothing to stress about. It's nothing to worry about. Nobody's taking anything. None of that. This is this fun part of the show. I want to give back to some people that's been given to me. And I also want to include everybody. Talking and grubbing, you're going to be 38. That's what's up, brother. Happy birthday. I like that beat too. All right. So, start putting in y'all numbers now. I'm pulling up the raffle app. Put in your numbers. Let me find the app. Okay. Is this it? I forgot which one I used. This ain't it. All right. Where's the other one? Okay, here it is. As you can see, hold up. All right. So when I shake my phone, a number's going to pop up randomly. Nobody knows what that number is. We're going to see it live. This is going to be an example. This is not the number. I'm just going to show you as an example. You all still put your numbers in. I'm going to do it for another minute. Wait a minute. All right, here we go. Shake it. Don't break it. There we go. See that? So that's what I got to do. So I'm going to shake it up. Damn, if this would have been real, Nicole would have won. but this wasn't the real one. So who knows? Whoever is the closest to the number wins. So everybody put in y'all numbers. You only put in the number once. If you put in a number more than once, whatever your last number is what I'm going to go by. But don't do it because I ain't going to be going through a whole bunch of numbers. So I'm going to do it for about another, let's see, I'm going to do it for about another 30 seconds. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool, Coco. I try to make it even. That way it's no, favoritism, and people can't say I cheated, and nobody can get upset or anything. So got about another 10 seconds on the clock, and then I'm going to go ahead and shake it up. All right. The numbers are coming. Remember, it's 0 through 99. Support gaming. I see you put 1,000 in there. It's the numbers between 0 and 99. See on the phone? 0 to 99. 0 to 99. All right. Support gaming. You gonna put in another number right quick, or that you done? I'm gonna just put in your number as 10. Take off them other zeros. All right. Let's go. About to do it in 3, 2, 1. Let's get the shake. Shake. 79. 79. All right, let me see who got it. $79. Let me go all the way back up. Uh-oh, I see somebody got it again. I can't believe that this same person may have won twice in a row. Stony Rock put 19. Sterling Young put 30. Michael Cepeda, 35. Slim, 12. Trini, 11. Nicole, 49. Ilwood, 67. Oh, Talking and Grubbing, 78. And Sally with the 77. It looked like Talking and Grubbing beat you, Sally. He has 79. You 2 away. He was 1 away. Let's see. Sally, you almost won twice in a row. I'm going to need you to start picking numbers. We're going to have to start running numbers. Philip Green, 63. Yeah, CJ, you shitty with your 47. 26. Look like my brother won over here. Love Hustler, a little too late with the 79. Cepeda. What do you call it? How you say it? Cepeda? Cepeda. It's Cepeda. They both 1 away. No, if the number's 79, then it's if you pick the 77, you 2 away. And if you pick the 78, you 1 away. Come on, Slim. Jay, what did you do with last week's? Did I roll it over and give it to Tamika? I gave it to Tamika. You said give it to Tamika. 77 and 79 about 1 away. Man, I'm glad you don't handle my finances. Hey, man, you owe $300 in taxes. No, man, you forgot the 0. I owe $3,000. I mean, it's just 1 0 off. What? It's all good, brother. It's all good. CJ got jokes. He said your math level is slim. Uh-oh. Nah, I'm just playing. So, my brother Talking and Grubbing, what is your Cash App? Let me know your Cash App, and then I will go ahead and get that to you. All right. I got one more giveaway at the end of the show, which would be a $20 giveaway. So don't think it's all over. The fun has just begun. So stick around. All right. It's talking and grubbing. I got you. So I send it to you. I'll do it when we're done. I don't want to keep doing this, but I will make sure you get it. All right. And also, let's see what I'm going to talk about right quick. Oh, Real Housewives of Atlanta right quick. I know most people don't want to hear about that. Some of y'all want to hear about it. Kenya Moore is just full of it. And so is her little mini-me, Toya. And the disrespect that she pulled at old girl house talking about her husband and this and that. Now she done got all upset and little man. They need to get in the ring, tag team, Royal Rumble, get that ass beat. Okay? Kenya Moore is so bougie, so stuck up. And she had the nerve to be hating, talking about, oh, they was all tripping because I brought my daughter on the last trip. But look, ain't none of them bring their daughter. It's not the point. You told people don't bring your kids. And then here you go with your kids. At least you can offer the invitation. And if a person chooses not to, that's on them. That's fine. But when you take that option away and then you do what you told people not to do, then that causes a problem. The same thing with the little Jet. Then she tried to throw shade on the Jet. Then why did they say that Drew is bullying Toya? Because she said, why you not drinking? I thought she said because she don't want to. And she said, well, I remember what you said when we was at church, that you said you didn't want to, this and that. Why they say she getting bullied? Really? Really? Bullied? I think people don't know what bullying is nowadays. And if you ask a tough question to somebody or you say something a little too real, you're bullying me. You offended me. That's a problem. That's why people are super fake now more than ever. That's why people that do keep it real are not appreciated these days, because you're not keeping it real. You're a bully. You're mean to me. And I think that that's just a problem. They need to, I really don't like them or the show. I really feel bad that, you know, for the most part, young or middle-aged women that are successful, this unhappy, they should call the show Frenemies, because that's what it is. They all frenemies. They ain't all housewives. They ain't all married. They damn sure don't stay in the house as a housewife. They should just name the show Frenemies. I need to trademark that. They need to come up with a show called Frenemies. Call it what it is, because that's all they are. And they could keep it real that way, and that would really reflect what really is going on, because they ain't friends. They just around each other, using each other so that they can have a show, but they hate each other. And that's really sad. Anyway, Sally, you say, Jada Bookie, I'll be running stick with me. I'm a lucky chick. I see. That's 2 in a row. You damn near hit the number on the head. There was a show called Frenemies. Oh, wow. Ha! That should be this hit show, because there ain't no housewives. For real. None of them are housewives. Anyway, let me go ahead and get to a couple Instagram videos right quick. A lot of craziness going on the gram. Let me see. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on. Got a couple of stuff. Let me see. pull up one of these videos I saved. Some of the stuff people doing, I just don't understand. This one guy made a good point on Instagram right quick, and I'll say this. I'll play this rather, and then after that, I got a little something that's kind of funny but kind of nasty. Anyway, so this dude make a good point about, and this applies to anybody, no matter how big or small your social media platform is, or how you may feel about whatever it is you may be watching on somebody else's social media platform, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, whatever the case. I've experienced this as well. And is that people want to try to come at you or correct you for your thoughts and your feelings, as if you don't have a right to your own thoughts and feelings if it disagrees with theirs. And he makes an excellent point on how that works. Listen to this.
Y'all something about blocking people, because I got at least minimum 200,000 some people blocked.
He talking about blocking people.
At least maybe more than that. Don't ever feel bad about blocking somebody. Page is yes. Sometimes people are too opinionated on yes. You get what I'm saying? Say your social media, whatever platform it is, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, house. Somebody come in your house and be like, I don't like your curtains. Okay, cool. You don't like the curtains. I'll let you live inside. I don't really like the furniture. Go get the out.
Right.
No. You don't like the curtains. You're like, why are you here? You don't like a bunch of, but you still are here. It's crazy. You know what I do? I let a wild come. Let me tell y'all something about blocking people.
So he got a good point in the sense that, yeah, that's Cameron. He looking a little ragged right about now. I ain't think everybody knew who he was. He ain't wearing the pink fur no more. But anyway, you know, people want to say this and that, or they was upset about this or that. Like, for example, Lil Nas X. Don't go on his page. Don't support him. Unsubscribe if you that upset. Sometimes, you know, people want, I wouldn't waste time trying to tell him and preach to him and say this and that. I wouldn't tell him he's wrong or right or whatever the case. I just won't support in what you're doing no more. Now, some people, you know, if you're a friend, that's different. If you know someone or have some type of dialogue or relationship with someone, that's different. But if it's your first time watching stuff, it's sometimes people leave comments, that's their first comment they ever left, and it's something negative. Like, who are you? Who are you? You have the right to think what you want to think and do what you want to do. But if I don't, I'm this, I'm that, whatever the case. I think people need to slow it up a little bit and keep in mind that everybody does have the right to say and think what they want to think. Now, of course, if you're doing something illegal or defamatory, defamation of someone, that's different. But at the same time, you know, I think everybody feels they're right about what they believe. And that's fine. But you have to keep in mind the other person a lot of times feel that way too. So, you know, we gotta take it with a grain of salt sometimes. So, and also sometimes people may not know certain things, and that's how they're finding out certain things. For example, where's this one thing? I had. There's so many articles and things I got saved going on that it's starting to be more news coming out than I can get out in time. Where is this thing? Oh, here's another video I have that's unfortunate about these teen girls, and they'd robbed a Uber driver, a Uber Eats driver, and killed this guy. Killed this guy. What is going on in the world where a 13-year-old and 15-year-old girl are now carjackers? What? 13 and 15 are carjacking? And they actually cost this man his life? That is crazy. That is crazy. And they do have this on video. Now, let me see. I'll pull this up and show a little bit of this. Where is it? And then all right, that wasn't it. It looked like where I had it, it's not pulling up where I saved it. Okay, here it is. Now, I will say that this is a graphic video, so it's not any blood or anything showing, but you know, you don't want to see an unfortunate person, a circumstance where a person is badly injured and eventually lose their life. You may not want to check this out. With that being said, let's go to the videotape. All right. So, and this is on Willie D, who was one of my favorite rappers at the time. Well, part of a group, the Ghetto Boys. Willie D himself, I didn't like more than I like Scarface. Nevertheless, here's some passers-by. Instead of helping, they decide to video. Now, don't get me wrong, the video came in handy, but wouldn't it have helped if they grabbed these little 13-year-old ass girls and helped this man instead of just video him struggle with these two girls? Anyway.
What's going on?
That's the man, the owner, stuck in between the car. Wait a minute.
What's going on?
All the cops, they're trying to steal a car.
They revving the engine. Damn.
She's stealing the car. He's stealing the car. Yeah, call the cops. Call the cops. Call the cops.
That sounded like a movie, how that car screeched like that and rolled over. Yeah, I played that video when he asked him to wear a mask.
It's been called. It's been called.
Now, they had National Guard. This is in D.C.
They stole the car.
The National Guard was there.
Stole the car.
The car, they helping these girls
These girls.
thinking they innocent bystanders.
That's it.
That man is laying there dead. Nobody is helping him. He's sitting there injured, fighting for his life. And they just walking around worried about these damn girls.
That's all what happened. Yeah, hey, back up. Call the police.
That's really crazy, man. And what the hell are they going to do with a car? See, a lot of people don't know carjackers used to take a car to the chop shop to get money. They wanted to do this to joyride. I mean, what was they? This is stupid. And they 13 and 15-year-old girls now charged with murder, with manslaughter. And I blame the parents. Now, it is a certain time where people are responsible for their own actions. They are. But at the same time, they are 13, 15. I know we did some crazy stuff in my teenage years, but at 13, I wasn't trying to carjack nobody. I mean, social media and everything going on is got people thinking it's cool to be a thug, cool to be a gangster, you know, cool to be fighting in the middle of the street and carrying on. Just like the video I played Friday with all them women fighting, tiggle bitty swinging. Just they call them knockers. They was trying to use them to knock them out with a digga. Like, come on, that ain't cool. That ain't ladylike. Everybody out here filming craziness so that they can post it on social media and be famous, be a star. I mean, what was those girls' end game at 13? There's a lot of carjacking going on in Chicago. It's a lot of carjacking going on, period, right now. And it's really, really messed up. These kids, they had a taser, a stun gun, a taser, whatever. And they, where did they get that from, let alone, don't they know they could have got shot? You know, they could have lost their life. You pull up on the wrong person trying to jack them or tase them, they could have blew you away. But then they would have been wrong. Then it would have been all about gun control and this and that and background checks, right? Man, that is just ridiculous. Totally crazy, totally out of pocket. Where are these parents? I don't know what you would do with the parents in this situation. Should they go to jail? I mean, I don't know. Charging them as an adult is one thing, but then if you put them 13-year-old or 15-year-old in prison with grown women, ain't no telling what's about to happen to them. Ain't no telling what them grown women been undid to them. It's just really, really messed up. Society is falling apart and under attack from every direction. Politics, religion, you know, treating each other with respect. And it's really scary. It really, really scary. It makes me even more worried now that I got a 17-year-old, you know, young black son going out there driving in the world. It makes me really scared and worried as a parent. Man, it's just really, really unfortunate and really crazy world we living in. And I'm with you. I just don't know what to think on this one. It's really crazy. I never ever worried about a 13-year-old doing something to me or a 15-year-old, except for when I was 15 and 13. I mean, I never thought of that. DC is America is starting to be dangerous. Chicago, New York, LA, I mean, cities. I don't know about this one. At 13, should you get life or 20 or 30 years? That would be more years than you've been alive. They made a horrible mistake. I'm not saying that to give them a slap on the wrist. They definitely deserve to be punished. The laws are not made for stuff like this. It's not supposed to happen. We don't know how to properly deal with this in society is all I'm saying. And that's a whole nother problem. What could we do with this situation? Put them in juvie or something for 20 years? You can't do that. They would no longer be a juvenile. I don't know what would do about this. Hey, Savannah, I ain't seen you in a while. I'm glad that you're back. You say you feeling better? Okay. Well, I'm glad that you're feeling better. I didn't know that you wasn't feeling too good, but I'm glad that you're back. If you wasn't feeling so good, you got to let us know. We can say a prayer for you. You know, it's the least somebody could do. You're right. Dead is dead. So we lost one life. Should we lose 2 more lives before they get started? I'm not saying they don't deserve to be punished. I'm not saying they shouldn't get years. You're right. America has always been dangerous, but it's starting to get randomly dangerous for no reason. At least the reason was racism. At least we knew why the reason was. Or economics. What the heck are they doing? You know, and what I mean by that, maybe I should rephrase it. Like I say, it's dangerous for no good reason. We all knew the reasons. We all knew what to avoid and what to expect. And you would be able to manage your risk a little better. Now, there's no way to manage your risk, to know what's going on, what to do. And, you know, Savannah, I'm sorry to hear that. I definitely would have liked to have been able to pray for you. And I'm definitely glad you're doing better. Definitely don't want to hear about you or anybody else not doing too well, which is one thing I was saying earlier. Your health is just more important than anything. And I think we all take it for granted. And not saying you, but I'm just saying I wish your people appreciated their health a lot more. 5 years manslaughter. Yeah, I mean, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. Yeah, it is a case by case thing. Sheena would just take their life away. And I get it. Sometimes people want to overreach and make a lesson. Example, which is what happened when a lot of people bring up Biden and the crack bill, the crime bill in the 80s. People get scared, get upset, and they try to make an example, and sometimes they overreach. And, you know, I don't know. Like I say, I don't know the best answer for that. I just think that it is a hard time we live in right now for no good reason. And it is very worrisome. I wish, here's one thing right here, this innocent time right here. I wish we could all go back to these days when life was just this simple as this. And we could be this happy for the little things. So this little boy looking like baby Huey. Nevertheless, he is a cute baby Huey. He got his new toy. And remember when all you needed was a new toy, and that just meant the whole difference in your day? Oh! Hey, all jokes aside though, man, damn. I remember when I was young and got a new toy or something, and I was happy, and that's all I knew. That's all it took to be a happy person. Like, we need to get to our happy space nowadays and find a way where we can be happy. You say you ain't never been that happy about a toy? Well, you was spoiled. You was spoiled. You got everything you wanted all the time. You ain't had to wait. You say that's me. In 85, not at 85. Come on, you gonna do the jokes right. You got to do it right. That's me in 1985. Hey, I didn't used to always get what I wanted. And it wasn't that my parents couldn't do it, but they believed in birthday and Christmas type stuff. And so, like, I'd be waiting a while for stuff. So if I got stuff and it wasn't birthday or Christmas, I was hyped. I was happy. It didn't happen too often. And so, hey, it's not that easy to get to that happy space. Don't get me wrong. And I'm not saying, as a grown person that we can do it, but damn, we need to try to find what makes us happy and try to get to it a lot more than what's happening. For example, you see that kid and he was happy for that. But this right here scares me because what made this kid happy, and they actually are celebrating this. This is scary. Now let's watch this video.
Now, Lucas, can you tell us what happened?
I heard the noise and I got up from bed and went into the kitchen where Dad keeps the gun.
So you found it all by yourself, right?
I take it out a lot. Sometimes I just look at it.
Right now, it was a burglar, wasn't it, Lucas? He was trying to steal things.
He looked hungry. When he saw I had the gun, he put his hands up and said, "Please don't shoot me."
But you didn't listen to him, did you?
I know it would be easy to shoot him. Just aim and pull the trigger.
That's right.
And that's exactly what you did,
You
right?
shot him in the leg, didn't you? You put one right through the kneecap, right?
Yeah, it was like bang really loud and he fell down screaming. There was lots of blood coming out.
Lucas, you really are a
He
hero.
started crawling away and crying, so I shot him in the back.
Yeah, you must be so proud of your son, Jack.
And then I
Of course,
stood over
wouldn't
him
be.
and shot him like bang, bang.
Well, that's one crook that's not going to be breaking into anybody else's home, is he?
Yeah, he wouldn't stop talking, so then I shot his jaw.
Well, how'd you manage?
Shot
to do
his
that?
jaw.
Either you shoot at the temples and pull down, or you shoot at the side of the skull wall.
It's the weakest part of the skull. He's right.
That's very sophisticated knowledge there.
Yeah, but then he started screaming, "Ugh,"
Yeah, right.
and then I shot off each one of his fingers, and then he stopped screaming.
So, Jack, it was the screaming you heard that woke you up so you could call the police.
No, actually, it was Lucas laughing that woke me up. I had never heard the kid laugh so hard.
There was blood all over me.
Yeah, he smeared it all over himself.
I
Really?
liked the way the blood made me feel.
Oh, now your school gave you a special award for courage, right? We have
What?
a photograph of that award ceremony. Let's take a look.
Oh, Lucas, you didn't even change your shirt before you got your award.
Well, why would he change his shirt? That's his honor shirt.
I want the blood.
His honor
Must
shirt.
have been fun getting that award at school, right?
I
And,
want the blood.
well, he's gotten a little shy now.
Well, Jack Armitage, thanks so much for being here. Lucas, thank you for your heroic work.
Absolutely. Now, you stick with us because after the break, some warning signs that your pet may be a CIA.
Tracy,
Now, Lucas, can you tell us what?
Now, I hope that this ain't real.
I got it from
I can't verify if this was real or not. I hope it wasn't. I think it is fake. But just to even be doing this and to make people think it's real, or to even to put something like this, why? That is crazy. That is crazy. Tomorrow's mass shooter for real. And I bet you if he did do something like that, they probably would celebrate him the same exact way. I mean, it is crazy. Now, I haven't been able to verify, but I do believe that that is not real. But damn, they did a good job if it is not real. Because yeah, that's what make me think it's not real, the ending. How to believe your pet may be CIA. That's what tipped me off too with. Because at first I was like, wait a minute. What? He blew his ears off or whatever. Shot him in the jaw. What in the world is going on? Now, here go one video right here. Make sure y'all take care of yourself. Like I say, hold on. Let me do this because some people get distracted on certain things. All right. Take care of your health. Damn, man, I've been talking for a while. I forgot to talk about a couple other things too. All right, let me go ahead and do the live call in, put the link up right quick. And then I'm going to do a quick review and then we'll do the last giveaway, and then that'll be it. Hey, remember I say take care of your health, man. Wash up. Clean them dirt ass ears. This lady is getting her ears cleaned. Look at all this stuff coming up out her ear.
Today we use the irrigation method or lavage to remove deeply impacted cerumen.
Bugs, little bugaboo came up out of there. What in the world?
The irrigation method or lavage
What in the world?
deeply impacted cerumen. Today we use the irrigation method or lavage.
And somebody is over here licking on her earlobes and nibbling and sweet nothings in her ear, whispering them. And you got all kind of little critters living up in there. That's nasty. That is nasty.
Yeah.
Oh, now this is something that I did not know about and just recently came in contact with just recently. And this is about at least you ain't hungry no more. I know that's right. Man, I can't stop digging in my damn ear and make sure ain't nothing ever get that wedged up in there. What in the world? Soon as I do, let alone sitting up in there and getting that caked up and compacted. What in the world? You don't feel that? Ugh. Anyway, yeah, for real. So on movie night, I'll skip this other thing I was gonna talk about. I don't feel like talking about that. It's just movie night. We watched a movie called Bad Trip. Bad Trip with Eric Andre and Lil Rel. And if you've seen Bad Grandpa and what else, Borat and movies like that, you'll like it. It was pretty funny. I gave it a 7. It did go a little over the top with the gorilla. The gorilla pounded him, and I ain't talking about like a friend. He tore his ass up, and I ain't talking about in a fight. Tiffany Haddish, Lil Rel, Eric Andre, they was funny. We watched it on movie night. Bad Trip on Netflix. Tiffany Haddish, she was funny. And that's another thing that go to show how people think everybody is famous or this or that. And it ain't. They didn't nobody recognize them. S. Young in the building. What's up, S. Young?
What up? What up, Jay?
What's up, man? Long time no see. You been all right?
Yeah, puberty. Yeah.
Puberty.
Yeah.
So what, you grew up or something?
Yeah, I definitely have to grow up. Yeah.
That's what's up, man. What's on your mind? What you want to talk about?
I mean, anything the topic you talking about.
You seen Bad Trip?
Yeah, I saw it.
What you think about it? You think it was any good?
I mean, it was alright, you know, but I think Lil Rel, he saved the movie. He saved the movie, and the scene with the gorilla.
That was crazy. I would have knew that wasn't real, man. That gorilla was like, that gorilla tore him up, man. And he just said that, man, he's a fool. Eric Andre is crazy, though. He crazy. And Lil Rel played like the straight man, and they kept it kind of going a little bit. I can see how you feel that way, because the stuff Eric Andre was doing, man, you'd be like, man, this is just crazy, outrageous. When he was drunk and then throwing up on everybody in the bar and stuff, like, man, he would have got knocked out. Especially if he'd have went to a black club. You throwing up on my Jordans, crack. Straight up. But you know, it was something else, man.
Like,
So
yeah, definitely. It was like definitely weird to be actually like.
yeah, One Journey, you didn't like it. It was, yeah, I agree. It was silly. You say not in a good way. So it's the type of guy humor, really. A lot of young guy humor at that. Because when I was younger, I probably would have laughed a lot harder. Um, but me now, I still saw a little of it as funny, but some of it I thought was really like stupid. Like the gorilla stuff that was almost borderline a little too much for me.
Yeah, cause I thought it was funny until once and then the gorilla started humping him. I was like, whoa.
Right.
Yeah, I
And
was
he
like,
had his pants down.
yeah, I was like, whoa.
All right. I'm like, wait a minute. You didn't took it too far. No, but even that, I was still like, okay. But when he had the gorilla give him a little facial,
Yeah.
oh my goodness. Oh no. If I was there, I'd have been like, man, this ain't real. I would have known something ain't right. And then I would have been like, man, why you do, man? And plus people, man, that was a lot. That was too much.
Yeah, cause I'm like, what? I'm like, is there really real people or just like a prank?
Right. Yeah, they was real. It's also funny how nobody recognized them. But a lot of people don't know people. Like a lot of people don't know who Eric Andre is. He's not this popular and as famous as Lil Rel or Tiffany Haddish, but nobody recognized them. You say good thing you didn't see it. CJ say they not good at stand up either though. Lil Rel is funny as can be.
In stand up, yeah, he's funny.
Yeah, Lil Rel is funny in stand up. Way funnier than Tiffany Haddish and even Eric Andre.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Eric Andre's stand up on Netflix was but Lil Rel, he killed it. Lil Rel funny.
Mm-hmm.
Tiffany Haddish first stand up was a lot funnier than the rest. But that's not saying much. And I'm saying the rest of her stand up. I'm not saying like it's funny, period. She plays the hood girl a little too much. Even if that is who she is, like she played a little too thick. Similar to, and I do have an article about this, and I was wondering if this would ever happen. Gary Owen, and how he always talking about his comedy is about his black wife and black mixed kids and this and that. And now she filed for divorce.
Yeah.
Which she probably realized that she'd been exploited by him. He's built up a career basically on the material of being with her.
Yeah, because mind you, because his career didn't pop off until Think Like a Man, the first one. That's when it started to skyrocket.
Mm-hmm. And he had got he was on Comic View and won as the black comic, the next black comic or something like that.
Yeah.
And now she filing for divorce. And that's the thing. Like, I wonder what's gonna happen with that situation. One thing that really made me not like him is when him and Michael Blackson had a beef, and Michael Blackson was saying basically, "Motherfucker, you want to call me no motherfucker?" He said you want to call me the N-word, basically. And Gary Owen was like, "No, I ain't got to do it. I had my girl do it, you punk ass." And then he passed the mic to her, and she called him that. And I'm like, man, what? You know what I mean? Like, man, and people kind of gave him a pass because it didn't actually come from his mouth. When we all know she doing it because he asked her to. She doing it for him. And you sitting right next to her saying this, calling that dude that, but because she black, it's okay. Like, that was wrong. And I just think that it's finally probably coming back to her especially with all the stuff going on in the world today. He probably was saying all kind of stuff, and maybe it was about police or whatever. I don't know. I'm just assuming on that. But one thing we do know is he didn't build a career off of being married to a black woman, and they got interracial kids. You know, if you all ever seen his stand up, and yeah, it'd be funny, but like, damn, you don't have any other material? Like, that's his whole material.
Not really, because no, it just
80%.
yeah, 80% of it. But sometimes he'll go on other stuff. No, but
Barely. He talking about how his son be talking about the white man or something like this. He'd be like, "Oh, son, you know your daddy white or this or that." Or,
that bring up the Tommy joke. Like,
yeah, Tommy, Timmy, Timmy, Tommy, Tommy, Timmy, Tommy, Timmy, Timmy, Tommy.
You ain't got to be scared. Go sing.
Right. That was funny, but that was just recently since Power came out.
Yeah,
but I get it. He got that one and a couple others, you know, and he all right. But that was a lot. I used to get tired of him always saying that. Like, damn, did you marry her for material? Like, what in the world? We'll say him. They've been separated for a while, yeah. And you know, who knows, man? You say is wondering maybe that could have been the case. But you know, I think that you saying the corny joke. I don't think that it's a problem with saying stuff. Like, if you had a few jokes with that, that's fine. But it shouldn't have been no 70 to 80%. You know, you should be, that's your life. So you got a right to talk about it. That's fine. And a person that's funny find humor in all things. I find humor in all things, and I'm not no, you know, level of Gary Owen or nothing, so I get it. But I wouldn't make all my stuff about, you know, one thing or another. I would mix it up a little bit. So, but again, that's me. Maybe that's why I don't get paid like he do. But I just think that you know, some people take it to a whole nother level. I'm wondering what's gonna happen with this Eric Andre stuff or whatever. Who knows? I hope that it don't go too far, because I mean, in the end, it is comedy. But the way things is going in the world, who knows? And like CJ say, that's his audience, but his audience is the black community.
Is they black?
Yeah, like his whole audience is black for the most part. He even got a joke about that. Like, don't know white people know who he is. It's only the black community know who he is.
He made some jokes about the crowd. Yeah.
Like that's the only people that support him. And your whole thing is about, you know, the differences with your black wife and this and that or whatever. Like, okay, you should be thankful. But when you saw the thing with them 13-year-old girls or whatever, right? Jack, what you think about that?
Oh man, seeing that, you know, on social media and phone, it's kind of embarrassing, you know, doing that to a guy, you know, who trying to provide for his family. You have two knuckleheads, you know, females trying to carjack him. It was like, why are you trying to carjack his car or something? It's like something's not right here, especially in America.
And that's what I was saying earlier. I know it's never been all great, but it's another story of this 12-year-old boy and his family waiting in line at McDonald's in Pittsburgh, and a dude just walks up and stabs the boy in the neck for no reason. They didn't know him, didn't say nothing to him. I get this damn thing over here. But anyway, they stabbed this boy in the neck. And that's why I was saying, like, things is really going crazy for no good reason. Right? He was in the hospital. He got stabbed in the neck with a box cutter. by a
Okay.
51-year-old man. And nobody knows why. He was in critical condition. The
For no
guy got
reason?
arrested for no reason. They was just standing. They say they don't know of any relationship between the boy and the man. And he was waiting in line with his parents, his mother. And they just zipped in for one quick thing. They were standing in line. That's why I always go in the drive-through.
Yep.
But
Yeah.
yeah, they trying to analyze video evidence, this, that, and the other. This is in Pittsburgh.
Mhm.
And what it's like, it's no good reason this stuff is happening. Not to say it's a good reason to do things to people, but damn, you know, stab a 12-year-old in the neck with a box cutter. Why?
I don't know why this happened. You know, I don't know, man. I really, really don't know, because we gotta, to be honest, we need to stop killing these babies, these kids. You know, because I'm seeing kids that die so young. You know, die so young, get killed. You know, not even see their graduation, not even go to prom, not having future with their life, a future wife, a husband, and kids. You know, their future's in the grave or in the hospital. You know, so.
And people are tripping for a lot of stupid stuff, and for no reason it don't make sense. For example, here go another crazy story.
Mm-hmm.
A DoorDash driver threatened not to deliver food to the woman unless she gave him an extra tip, some booty. I know I made it sound funny, but at the same time, like, who in the world think, okay, I really want this food, come on and go on ahead and get you some of this right here? Like, he thought that would work. And he demanded sex from the customer and threatened to cancel her order and not bring the food if she didn't give him some. And now this person knows her address, knows her name, knows all this stuff. And he, like, when she reported it to DoorDash, because he tried to extort a sexual favor in order to get that food. And when she got the text, she had a brief exchange with her, and she said that she couldn't believe it happened. She feel unsafe. And if I was a woman, I'd feel unsafe too, that this sick person got my phone number and address. But it said it started with the driver asking if she was single before claiming he was tired and that it was late, wet, and rainy. DoorDash offered me this delivery when I was 10 miles away, meaning there's not many drivers out. So I'll make you a deal. Help me out sexually and I'll deliver the food. If not, I'm going to have to cancel. Man, I beat your ass, man. What the hell? Man, what? And so, man, what? Man, people don't know how to talk.
You better give me my food.
For real. For real, man. What? That's the dumbest pickup line game extortion I ever heard. And she reached out to DoorDash customer service, who only said he must have been tired. What? I don't give a damn how tired you are. You don't take it to that level. He could just cancel the order and didn't have to say nothing if he was tired. But he trying to get something else. You know, that's beyond tired. He done took it to a whole nother level. You know, just like I had a situation where somebody was supposed to throw the garbage out for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I find out, because they asked me, where's the dumpster? I said, you know, the main road you take into here, take it all the way to the back. That's the dumpster. They said, okay. So then a little later that day, my neighbors is throwing this garbage on my porch. I'm like, what are y'all doing? Well, somebody came and threw all your garbage in our yard. What? So I called them up and I'm telling them, hey, this person that did this or that threw this garbage out. And they told me, well, I mean, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. No, that's not no damn nobody's perfect. You did that on purpose. Who thought that that's okay to throw your garbage in your neighbor's yard? Like if you came and opened up your front door and your neighbor dumped their bags of garbage in front of your door, you're going to be like, oh man, they ain't perfect. I get it. You're going to be like, man, what the hell is their problem? Why did they do this? Who knows? A kid knows you don't throw nobody's garbage in front of their house. You know, people is always trying to cover up for bad behavior, then wonder why they thrown in the same boat. Similar, of course, it ain't as deep with police with a DoorDash or garbage, but when they don't separate themselves from the so-called few bad apples, they get all lumped into bad cops. They should stand up and say, hey, that cop was wrong, this, that, and the other. That's not how we act or perform. We separate ourselves from that person. They need to be dealt with. But they don't never do that, because then they may not get backup, or they may be left alone in their time of need. And so then they got to promote and protect bad behavior. You know, DoorDash over here, it wasn't until she posted the message and it went viral did DoorDash deactivate this driver. Whereas she should have deactivated, the DoorDash should have deactivated this driver and reported him to the police. Because that is harassment, sexual harassment. If he'd have came and delivered the food and said, oh, you look very beautiful, and then left, that ain't sexual harassment. It may have been inappropriate. But if you saying, oh, you know, unless you do this or that, I ain't going to do this or that. And, you know, hey, I'll do this and cancel this or whatever. He trying to quit.
I don't even know. Same thing happened to me. No, I walked up to a girl and I'm like, hey, how you doing? And you look beautiful. She said, thanks. I said, okay. Then I walked away. The next you know, her boyfriend started me because this girlfriend was making these stuff like saying, oh, he smacked my butt, talking about leave your boyfriend to get with me. I'm like, what? He sexual harassed me. Like, what? No.
Wow.
And I'm like, this is what's going on in the world. Like,
wow. Now let me ask, were you at a workplace together or anything?
Actually, no, we was in college. School,
okay.
College. Yeah, you know.
I was trying to figure, because if it was just on the street, like it ain't no sexual harassment, because they can't say you in this or that. But in college, like, I mean, how else you gonna meet somebody without talking to them?
Like, yeah, it's like,
wow.
Yeah.
And so what did the boyfriend try to say? He wanted to fight or try to report you?
He believed it.
Oh,
he believe I did that.
Wow.
He's like,
wow.
I remember, like, she wasn't even in the class. She was not in class. She was right. And we was in the same class together because she wasn't even in class. And then all of a sudden, the boyfriend started getting mad because she made a more lie. Because it's like, oh, he was flirting to me. I'm like, well, she wasn't in class.
Wow.
I'm like, wow. So to that, it's like we gotta be careful. We gotta be careful with these people. You don't know what these people are. They might be perverts. You know, perverts like the guy from the DoorDash, perverts and stuff. You know, we always got to be careful with those.
Right. And just like I got a similar, it wasn't a sexual harassment situation, but they tried to say I'm a bad person and I'm a mean, bitter person, because if somebody's supposed to be doing something for you and you are paying them for it, and then you got money involved, if I'm trying to call and ask and you tell me, okay, I'm going to do this and that Friday, and then I don't hear from you, and then I ask, and then you say, oh, well, I didn't get a chance, but I got to call you at like almost 7 o'clock at night. You told me this would be done by 5. So if I'm thinking something would happen, now I'm calling you, and then you saying, okay, I wasn't able to do it, I'll do it Monday. So I say, fine. So then I wait Monday. I don't hear anything. It's almost the end of business Monday. So I call, oh, well, I couldn't do it, this, that, and the other, because it was snow, this, that, or the other. I'm like, yeah, well, I understand. You know, I was in snow too. So, you know, I still had to do what I had to do. You could at least call, let me know something. You know, oh, well, I mean, what are you saying? You ain't considerate. I got it with like, damn. Like, this and that. Like, you should have at least called, text me, let me know. But then they want to make it seem as if, you know, you wrong for asking about business related stuff. I mean, they could say this and that about why they didn't do it. But if I say, oh, yeah, I know I did this or that too in the same circumstances, oh, I'm wrong too. I done said this or that, or I done went this and did that, and I'm whatever. Like, this is business. I'm paying you. You can't even conduct business properly, and now I got to ask and chase you around. Who wants to ask and chase people around and ask about stuff that somebody should be doing? And then if you do, now you the bad person. You know, it's just crazy how people like to switch things up and change it up on you and things. And then you got to almost always record and video every conversation and every interaction.
Definitely.
Yeah, you are, and that's really sad. You know, and I kind of learned from that. So every time I have to deal with that person and things, I got to record everything, because they'll be quick to switch up and say I didn't do this, or I did that, or I said this or that, when that ain't the case. And, you know, that's just really, really messed up that people are doing stuff like this nowadays. It is crazy. It really, really is crazy. So, man, yeah, people do play the victim a lot. It's like, yeah, it's like a way of a sort of like a celebrity type thing, or, you know, a way to make everybody believe whatever you say by being the first one to claim victim, or I'm offended, or, you know, you did this or that. And now the burden of proof is on you, you know, and it's like the court of public opinion, whoever says whatever first, now they want to believe that, you know, like the girl may have said whatever she said first. So now the burden of proof is on you that you didn't say that stuff, you know, and the only reason why is because she told him first. Now, if you would have went and told her, be like, hey, man, your lady look nice today, man, you know, all right, take it easy. Man, maybe if she'd have came and said this then after the fact, then he would have been like, well, no, man, that ain't what happened. You know, but it's like everybody is trying to be a victim and get attention, or, you know, trying to manipulate somebody so that they don't have to do certain things. Just like somebody would try to say, well, I gave you a hookup, or I did this or that, when in actuality, they just doing their job. Like if you're a scout for a sports team, okay, and then you find a talent, okay, and then you bring them to the pros. Ain't that your job? Ain't that what you get paid to do? Find talent for that sports team and bring them to the pros? Because when you do that, you get paid too, right? So you're doing your job. You can't sit there and say that's your best interest to do that. That's how you make money and how you get paid. So why would you make it seem as if you did a favor, this, that, or the other? You did your job. You got paid for doing it. It wasn't like you did it for free. So what's the problem? But people want to feel more important or have more credit or say or do things when they're doing what they're supposed to do or their job, you know, and then they say, well, I didn't have to do this or that. Well, then you ain't really good at your job, because you're trying to make something personal or do something against what you say you do. You know, that's like, you know, a person that's trying to entertain somebody and they don't want to do it. They want to do something else. Well, I mean, you ain't doing what you say you're supposed to do. And if you do entertain people and you're supposed to be an entertainer, you can't sit there and tell people, well, didn't I make you laugh? That's what you're supposed to do, ain't it? Or didn't I sing the song you like? Well, you're a singer, right? Ain't that what you say you're supposed to do? Michael, let's see. Do I know Michael? What's up?
What's up, Jay?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Doing good, man. Yourself?
I'm all right. I'm all right. What's up? What's on your mind, man?
I thought you guys going to talk. I thought you guys going to talk about the Falcon and the Winter. So I just finished watching that tonight. Falcon
Falcon
and
and the
Winter
Winter
Soldier.
Soldier. Yeah, I talked about that
Yeah.
on Friday. But you want to say something in
No worries.
particular about
I'm
it?
talking.
You seen that, S Young?
Oh,
Oh, fucking Northern Soldier.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw it.
yeah. You think it's better than WandaVision?
Ooh.
The
I think we have
first
to
two
wait till the trailer
episodes are
before we can
better
say
than
that. But,
Wanda first two episodes
Right.
so far. But what's up, Mike? What you want to say on Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
oh no! I just want to say it was good. I think it was better than the first episode. Really enjoy it. I'm still not sure if the new Captain America is a good or bad guy yet, but we'll
Right,
see as the season goes on.
right. That new Captain America seemed a little corny to me, and I don't know why they have him or even want Sam, the Falcon, to be Captain America because they don't have any powers. That's the only thing I see with Sam is he a regular dude still without that suit. You know what I mean? Like he just like they got beat by them super soldiers. Like he gonna get whooped. You don't want Captain America getting whooped. Now, if he decide to go ahead and take the serum and get his swole on, he need to get that vaccine, get vaccinated, and then that'll be different. Um, Bucky, I think in the
I think he can fight
comic
without the
was
serum.
Captain America at one time, wasn't he? Y'all watch the comics or follow the
I
comics?
think so. I'm
What you
not
said? What you
sure.
said again?
Bucky was Captain America at one time.
I think he was before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can
Yeah, I
see
think he was
him.
before. I think I seen something like that.
I think he was too. And the only reason I could see him, it's not about a black or white thing. I just think because he's strong enough to fight, you know, super mutants and super thing like the big three: aliens, robots, and wizards. uh, like you need something on your side to fight the big three. Now, of course, he got
Yeah.
whooped by those super soldiers too. So I ain't saying
I
it
think it
like
should be. I think it should be. I think it should be Sam because I trust Steve Rogers, and if he believes that this guy is morally justified to be take on his mantle, then I'm like, all right, because I don't think it's just about super serum or whatever. It's just like your ideals and if you're a good dude or not. So if he
that's true.
if Steve chose him, then I'm like, all right, I'm rocking with you now.
Right. And on that note, I agree with you that I agreed. Steve probably had the best idea and the best insight. And I agree. I just don't think he would be, you don't want to see him getting whooped. You don't want to see him not be able to do the job. That's the only thing I'm saying. Just like the other dude, I don't think is able to do it either.
Captain America never got whooped.
Exactly. Exactly my point. But if you got Sam or old boy, like they can only beat up a regular dude. They ain't gonna beat up these mutants and stuff. So I wouldn't want to see them get whooped. But if they got some type of strength, then I would rather it be Sam because like Steve chose him. That's where it should go. But at the same time, I don't think he equipped for it yet. But if he does get stronger or something, then he's definitely 100% ready. I just think that he only mentally probably ready, but his physical ain't ready. And another thing I think is messed up, but not about the Captain America part, just period, is that they wasn't paying this dude. Like he broke. And his family broke and don't have good credit and stuff. Like that's messed up. He's bubble gum. Like for real, he got a shrimp.
I think that is a plot device because
you think it's a
they
what?
laying it heavy on Sam this season. Like just 2 episodes in, like he gets denied for a bank loan. The police about to arrest him just for talking to a white dude. Like
right,
going crazy,
is he
man.
bothering you?
Like they having
Yeah,
a conversation in the street, and they just pulled up like 4 cop cars. Like, yo, what you doing?
that
But
was
you know
deep.
what was interesting?
Yeah,
That black Captain America dude. I was like, wow, this is really interesting. I mean, it just stopped all of a sudden. They just got out of there. So I hope they go back to that.
yeah. You talking about the new Captain America
Isaiah.
sidekick?
No,
Yeah.
the old black dude that Bucky fought.
Oh, yeah. That Bucky went to see. Yeah, dude was swole too, wasn't he? He threw that damn
He was. I'm
ashtray or
like,
whatever into the thing. Yeah.
and
So like,
when
yeah,
he said, yeah, I remember when he told Bucky, yeah, I remember you. I remember I beat your ass. I'm like, man, shut up. I was like, man, shut up. You didn't beat no Winter Soldier ass. And then he threw that shit to the wall. I'm like, oh, yeah, I maybe did.
right,
Because
right,
Bucky wasn't saying nothing. He's yep, you're right.
right.
He
He
put them
knew.
hands on me, and I
Hey,
never
for
forgot.
real. Yeah, you ain't lying. So yeah, that is true. That was something. And damn, it's messed up because what happened with him is what happened to a lot of soldiers, African American, after World War II, come back and the United States was still segregated. You had to go through the back door, can't eat at this place, can't sleep at this place, but you just fought for freedom and against oppression in World War II, and then you come back and then your own country do it to you. Like that's gotta hurt, And then
But why
they
is he free now though? That's what I was thinking now. They'll use him as a test soldier. Why would they just did he
well, he
escape?
said
Did
they
they
had him
release
locked
him?
up for
Like
30 years.
yeah, but why release him? That did he
Well, they was
escape or did he
experimenting
like
on him. Maybe they didn't learn what they need to know, and he an old man. They like forget it, let him go. We'll probably maybe find out or hear from him again. Um, but yeah, that is messed up. What happened? But we'll see. CJ, you say you ain't liking it. I don't see why. I mean, it's pretty good. WandaVision started off slow to me and picked up in the second half. This starting off strong, and I like it. But we'll see how it go. Um, so far, it's only
what
been
if
2
Vision pops up in this
episodes.
one?
Vision, that'd be something. This is going on at the same time WandaVision is going on.
Well, I
Because
know.
so this take place 3 weeks after the blip, and WandaVision take place during and after. Because remember, Maria Rambo comes back, into the hospital, and everybody was popping up in the hospital, and everything was going crazy. And she was like, "Where's my mom?" And they like, "Well, she died 3 years ago, 2 years after you disappeared." So it's 5 years. That was the blip, and she popped up in the hospital, which is where she was when the blip happened and she disappeared. So WandaVision is taking place at the same time, towards the end of WandaVision, rather, is basically when Falcon is going through this. So, you know, we'll see. What I say, Maria? Okay, Monica. I mean, Monica Rambo. Look at Steve, CJ listening over there. But yeah, it's
Actually,
Monica.
well,
Yeah.
actually,
Right. That's funny. But yeah, man, there's a lot going on. But I'll be interested to see if they do bring Vision in there or something. That would be something that'd be tripped out. I wonder what he
now that
could
you
do.
said there's 3 weeks. Now you said there's during the same time. I don't think he'll pop up. That he probably going to find himself or something.
Right. It depends on how late.
Problem, whatever it's time.
Right. It depends on how long they say between each episode is happening or whatever, because they can always make it, by the end of the 6 episodes, we could be a month or 2 down the road, just to say. I don't know if it will or not, but it'll be interesting to see. Now, I'm about to get ready to get up out of here. I'm going to post.
Free?
Huh?
You didn't let the Hawk walk around free, and this is like during this time. Because
The Hawk?
when they
Yeah,
lock
he
him up,
was.
something like that.
the Hulk was free, but he got to be the Hulk all the time now, and he learned to control himself. Remember, he was wearing the glasses, and people was getting autograph and everything, and he was like
Hulk.
calm.
I feel like Tony Stark was protecting him, and now that he's gone, they're like, yo, fuck that. We gotta keep
Hulk, you mean Hulk? Hulk?
Incredible Hulk, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
Hulk. HAWK.
No,
Hawkeye?
HULK.
Oh, okay, Hulk. Yeah. Well, no, he kind of became a celebrity. Yeah, he was Smart Hulk. Remember in the Endgame, they were sitting there at the restaurant, and the kids wanted an autograph and a selfie. So he was out in the open. He wasn't hidden or nothing. He was good.
Yeah,
All right, look, I'm gonna play this video. This is kind of funny.
I remember this video.
This
I
is
just saw
funny.
it yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah, this is kind of funny, but also kind of crazy. Lil Boosie, the rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna play this, and y'all let me know what y'all think. But everything too crazy, and also he ain't even got a mask on. None of these people do, and a lot of states are telling people they don't need to wear masks no more, which is crazy. Also, when I was at the doctor one day, huh?
Texas is open, man. People don't care no more. People are like, fuck it, fuck the government. I'm just gonna go outside.
And that's crazy because at the very least, you can still catch this stuff. People still 1,000 people dying a day in the United States from COVID, 1,000 a day. And also, when I was at the doctor, one thing he said is that he ain't had to write a single prescription for Tamiflu or any flu-related stuff this flu season because people wear masks. So, like, at the very least, you won't catch the flu, all kind of stuff. People ain't getting sick as much as they used to when you wear masks. Anyway, this dude come and approach him, and although he was a little out of pocket, his response wasn't the best, because if dude would have turned around and blasted his ass, you know what I mean? Two wrongs don't make a right, but when you shot...
Before he plays the video, it's a music video. It's a music video. No, Boosie had paid the man, to slap him, for the video. And,
I heard he got paid $500 or something.
Yeah, for a music video, yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of people still do dumb stuff, and $500 is crazy.
You can't rap. How you would tell me you're a goddamn rapper? What's wrong with you, man?
Damn.
Get up, boy. Get up.
That's not good. So what about you, Jay? You let somebody slap you like that for $500?
Hell no. Hell no. If you slap me like that, just finish me off, because I'm going to turn around and pop your ass. But also, I don't come up in people's face telling them this and that either. So,
hey, $500?
$5 ain't nothing, man.
That's not that boy.
What, a pair of shoes?
That's not that boy.
Yeah, for an outfit, you gonna let somebody smack the hell out of you, man? My damn self-respect is worth more than 500. You say what?
To get smacked on camera like that? To get smacked on camera like that is not worth it, man.
You can't smack me like that in private.
Yeah, but you keep
I'm talking like
$500
in that situation. That situation. Because a lot of people would do more than that just for $500. Like stomp me out, do all that.
It is. I ain't one of them, though.
That was crazy.
Crackheads and people that ain't got no sense. That's one thing. But CJ said you thinking about it as young.
No, I'm not thinking about it. I ain't thinking about it. I'm like, $5.
You probably didn't get his stimulus check, so you're like, yeah, fuck it, let me just take this.
Yeah, man, I got pride, and not to say I'm a proud person in the sense that, I'm this or that, or it ain't no, God in my heart or nothing, but I got too much pride and self-respect to be a damn fool for somebody somebody's pawn smacked up and embarrassed for their gratification and
He was
stuff.
probably
That's
homeless,
like,
to be honest with you, or you're probably
that's
homeless or
why
have some mental issues or something like that.
he definitely got to have some type of mental issue to even think that was a good deal. Something ain't right with that. Anyway, all right, y'all go ahead and tell me y'all number. Everybody put y'all number in on the screen, and we're gonna do this last giveaway, and then we gonna get ready to get up out of here. A number between 0 and 99. Daniela, thank you for your support.
Again.
Appreciate it. She say his IG is suspended again. Who, Boosie?
No, they got it. No, he got it back.
Oh, okay.
You got it back? How?
Yeah.
My son was campaigning for months to get that shit back.
I don't know. I didn't know it was suspended, but this was on somebody else's account, so somebody else reposted it rather.
He kept showing people like doing crazy stuff on his IG, like stripping and all type of wild shit. That's why he got suspended.
God damn.
And then he got surprised when he got suspended.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's something else. Hey, if y'all gonna participate in this giveaway, go ahead and put your number down, 0 to 99. This for the fam of the week, $20 giveaway. Go ahead and put it in the comments. Everybody got Cash App.
Can I put it in the comments? No, I can't put it in the comments, Jay.
Just put it in on the private comment and say private chat.
Wow.
And you can send it to me and I'll see it. You see where it say private message, private chat?
Yeah, I see it.
There it go. All right, Mike got 35. All right.
Give me my shit in Bitcoin.
All right. Tamika got 38. All right. Give it a couple more, about 30 more seconds to go. And then we about to go ahead and shake it up. Let's see. CJ is silly. He'd say we got 20 people. I say 1 to 32,000. Boy, 0 to 99. You got to give some space, but not that much space. All right. Let's see. So far, we got a few people. Look like about everybody that's going to say something then said something. So, all right. Let me shake it on up. Wait. Let's see. There we go. All right. I'm about to shake it up. 5, 4, 3, 2. I done pushed the thing on the side. Hold on. 98. Let's see who got 98. All right, who the closest to 98? We got a 63, 61, 54, 12, 38, 77. Sally Ann may be the closest. 46, 38, 60, 47. Yeah, right. It's too late now. 99. I could already see I already know what the last comment was before I did it. Weak shake. Sally Ann won. Damn. Sally Ann, boy. She be close every time. I got it. All right, Sally Ann. What is the choice? It's simple. You can keep it, roll it to next week, or you can give it to somebody else. All right. Oh, damn. YouTube shut down your Lord Bison channel. Damn. What happened with that? That's messed up, man. Shinobi. They came through with the Shinobi. All right, Sally Ann, what is your decision? And then we're gonna wrap it up, and then I'll be back Monday. We can talk about power and some other stuff. So much stuff going on that you know.
Power coming back.
So power supposed to be coming back within the next couple months at least for book 3. So we'll see what happens. They didn't exactly give a date. At least I didn't see. The Shy be coming back in April.
Oh yeah, season 4.
Yep, season 4 Shy start in this April, and so that should be good. Be something else to talk about, and you know, we'll see how that turn out.
Back into that show. I stopped watching since I stopped watching the season 1. Yeah,
The Shy.
Back into it. Yeah, I need to get back into it.
Yeah, you behind, but you could actually probably start off on season 3 because season 1 and 2 ain't really the same as season 3. You kind of had to kind of start over almost.
Mm-hmm.
They changed the main character, right? They changed that. I forgot his name.
They changed the main characters.
Yeah, but they didn't like change the actor. They wrote him off as being dead or whatever the case.
Yeah.
So,
he got killed. Damn, you gonna spoil it for me?
Yeah, she lost two. Yeah, she lost two of her sons.
Yeah. So we'll see if they keep it that way or if they talking and grubbing. If you still there, what's your thing again? Was it talking and grubbing? I think that's what it was, but was it the and or just the end? All right. And Sally Ann, what's going on? Don't be worried about what some CJ said. Come on now. What are you gonna do with this? You gonna Sally Ann, you can't you gotta just let me know what it is and then we'll be good. But anyway. All right. I guess I'm gonna wrap this up. But I appreciate everybody for coming. Sally Ann, what you want to do? You want me to? I'll send it to you, I guess, Cash App. All right, or PayPal. All right. So anyway, I appreciate everybody for stopping through, Mike and S Young, and everybody with the comments and stuff. Go ahead and get up out of here. I'll see y'all on Monday. And everybody be safe out there. And, yeah, try to avoid some of this craziness that's going on in the world. All right. I'll catch y'all next week. Yep. Everybody, peace. And take care.